Hi, it's Juris and welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk, and today it will be a bit different format video. I have reviewed all the tattoo machines that I have sent in, well, almost. And while I'm waiting for other tattoo products to review, I will do this type of video where I will look at things that I have seen online. Like, you know, you scroll through your Instagram or whatever and you see a funny thing and you take a screenshot of it. So not like memes, but some interesting tattoo products. And in my opinion, they can be a bit funny. But just because I mentioned those products, it doesn't mean that they are bad products. They're just interesting products. So we'll go through, I have some Instagram tabs open and some screenshots saved. So we'll take a look and I'll share that with you, and you can share your opinions in a comment section. Also, those products can seem funny at the beginning, but maybe later it will turn into something useful. Like, remember when Inkclaw was just coming up, people saw Inkclaw, people saw adverts, people saw this battery handle, and everyone was like, oh my god, like, how can you wrap it, how can you sanitize it? And it was like, oh my god, and now many people are using it, and some even don't wrap it. And people work. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying that it's a good thing not to wrap it, but even that's out there. Speaking of wrapping and not wrapping, there's another brand that posts on their Instagram videos of promotions of their tattoo machines, and they would wrap buttons, but around the handle they would put only grip tape. I mean, yeah, you can sanitize it, you can autoclave it, but why not to bag the whole thing? And then speaking of bagging product, it's the same brand. They have this contraption going on. It's this condom looking thing that they put on their tattoo machines. Bam. And the final look would be like this. So it's this packed up tattoo machine. And then some advert from Temu. I found this tool which looks like a small tattoo machine, but actually it's a hand poke tool to be used with cartridge needles. And now hand poking have gone full circle from just the needles tied to some sticks, now cartridge needles and special contraption where to put cartridge needle in, so it can be done by hand. It can be done with a hitting tool or by hand. Boom. Things you see on Temu. And there's this one that both tattooists and customers should watch out for. The internet is full with these AI generated images, and this is this tattoo on a finger of a almost like realistic-ish type of a rose, which is tiny, which is impossible, or at least impossible to heal, but I don't think anyone can do it. So you have to watch out from that AI generated stuff. It's more and more of it around because AI generates images from AI generated images, and then it becomes the whole mess where it's AI chewing up other AI generated stuff. This was just from some tattoo forum type of a page on Facebook. This might be weird, but I recently requested client to tattoo their Labubu. I had to Google what it was. Have any of y'all ever tattooed Labubu? And if so, do you have any tips on not staining their faces or fur? It's so weird, but effing TikTok trends. In that thread, many people were confused about what Labubu is. My mind went sort of also that direction, and many people were commenting that before I looked it up and saw pictures, I thought that's some hoo-hoos and ha-has type of new nickname. Labubu is these dolls, and then if it's a fake one, then it's called Lafufu. So now you know. New lingo in tattooing. So if somebody asks you to tattoo Labubu, don't think that it's anything dodgy or bad, it's just a doll. And it's a trend to tattoo them now. Back to Instagram tabs. On the first tab I have Inkclaw just because of the battery grip, and to mention that first when it showed up everyone was like boo, and now you see many tattooists using Inkclaws or other brands battery grips, and it's sort of pretty common thing. On the Inkclaws department they also have 3D printed tattoo machines and grips, which I think is pretty interesting, and we'll see where it will take us in the future. And that's the mentioned tattoo grip, which many are now fine with. In my opinion, it's a good idea to wrap it. Boom. Next thing that we have open in the tab, it's been around for some time. It's been discussed in a bunch of tattoo forums, like tattoo Facebook groups, and nobody's really a fan of it, but we'll see what will happen in the future, and maybe people will get used to it. And it is the standstill tattoo tape for stencils. It's the type of a tape where you print stencil on, then you stick that plastic on a skin. It looks like very thin second skin. Then you do something with it so it stays in place. I think you apply some disinfectant or alcohol and it locks it in, and then you tattoo through the plastic. Idea seems pretty interesting. You sort of put it on a bendy place, like on elbow, and then when you bend it, and the stencil will stretch with it, and you don't lose it. But many tattooists say that they just don't like the idea to tattoo through the plastic, and then there's jokes about microplastics and all that jazz. I think why like basically stencils work as they are, why fix what's not broken, but the idea is not bad, and maybe in the future it will pick up and people will start to use it, or it will go really bad and no one will talk about it, like on that UV reactive ink that disappears and appears because people were like, why that's necessary. So we'll see, but it's interesting product. I just would like to see a bit more on it, how it's gonna go, how people gonna react to it. Interesting. Next tab is Tattoo Supply Company. It's called Inkclaw Supply. Their products, I don't know. Many things look like they can be practical. They have stations, they have like an armrest, they have benches that are pretty interesting. I'm not sure about the quality, but I never used one and I'm not gonna complain anything there. But what is interesting is this particular product, which is called Needle Washer. They have demos with how they use it just plain, and they have also them packed up in barrier films, but I just think that it's sort of calling for disaster because it will get contaminated on inside. Maybe if the plasticky bit is disposable and there's some sort of, I don't know, valve that nothing can get back into the machine, but it seems unnecessary and a weird product. Funny in a way, it's a weird flex, but yeah. This is interesting one, and I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it's not originally for tattooing, it's just sort of, they made it also for tattooing, it's for some different, like, I don't remember, to wash brushes or something like that. Weird product, unnecessary product, but it's there. Also, if you are on the Instagram page, check their reels, they can be pretty entertaining, and they have these weird demo videos where they show how to use their products. Sometimes they use like a coat hangers to imitate like the tattoo machine, and by the looks of it, these guys who present their products, they've not really been much around tattooing. If anyone of you have used products by this brand, let me know how they feel. Do they feel sturdy? Is it a good idea to look at them? Because metal products from that part of the world can be sort of easy to break and doesn't last long. But they look kind of cool, look effective, and their presentations are sometimes next level. Let's say this one is complete madness, in my opinion. They pop up on suggested feed. Take a look. Like I said, it can be entertaining. And if you have used their products, share it with everybody else, so we all know. And there's the needle washer in action. Magic. This is my favorite one. One of two favorites. One will be even more insane than this one. These cartridge needle things, sleeves, popped up some time ago on interwebs, and it's sort of to stabilize needle so you don't have to hold the depth, sort of adapter that clips on a cartridge needle, and then you have these 2 feet that would control the depth of the needle, which was already weird. But what's weirder, now they have a video, it's on Must MP official. You cannot dip the cartridge in the ink with that adapter on. Every time you want to dip cartridge into ink, you have to take adapter off, get some ink in a cartridge, then put the thing back and proceed to tattooing. First of all, it just would be annoying. Every time you need to dip in some ink, you have to stop it, take a thing off, dip it, get some ink in, put it back on. And another thing, it can be dangerous because you can accidentally run the machine and you can stab yourself in a finger or whatever. That product by itself got a sort of, no one was really a fan of it. It was slammed on tattoo groups that like, why is that necessary? Just learn how to do it without it. If it's intended to be used that way, then it's potentially dangerous as well, because you get very close to the needle tip. You have to switch the machine off. If you switch it on by accident, then accident will happen. This one is also interesting product. It's by Musotoku, and it's the adapter for the batteries, so you can put the battery on this watch strap type of a thing, and then you clip the battery in, and then a little cable goes to your tattoo machine. That idea have been sort of exercised before. I've seen some people were DIYing just for like regular, for bishop wands, and putting batteries on the wrist or putting batteries up here, which would be weird. Every time you need to put the machine down, you have to unclip it from the adapter, and then the whole thing dangles, or you have to unclip other side. It's kind of like, the idea is good, but I don't think it's very practical. And again, let's see where future brings us, and maybe it will become pretty regular thing. I had one of the old-timey adapters, which was like a battery made as a wrist strap, like watch-looking thing. I'll put it on the screen when I find it. Yeah, that idea has been around for a while, and it didn't pick up. I think it didn't pick up for a reason. But let's see, maybe these guys will do it better, and this is the future. And now my very favorite thing that popped up on Instagram. The idea seems so far-fetched and so silly that I don't think that it will work, but you never know. Let's look at this beauty. Boom! It's a cartridge with a gas tank sort of a thing, or it's addition to a cartridge, or it works only with day cartridges. I don't really understand, but you have this little tank that you put on a cartridge and you fill ink in there, and then you have this, I guess, prolonged no dipping type of a situation. I can see some heavy blackwork type of dudes will lick their lips looking at this idea, so they don't have to dip and do all that stuff. Because some of the blackwork dudes have come up with some weird ideas to modify their machines, to modify their grips. I've seen a guy adding like an IV type of a bag to drip ink in there. This idea seems weird, seems like it could be in a way. If some mishap happens and it detaches, I think it's a huge mess. I don't know if it can detach or it's one unit. Think it can obstruct what you're seeing, but this is the craziest thing I've seen lately online. I don't think I've seen it's been discussed much, but it's just, yeah, it's unique, it's weird. This is my favorite one. And that's it for now. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Leave your thoughts on what you think about this format of a video. It's a different format. It's a new format. I'm not sure how I feel about it myself. And if you watch this channel, tell me, does it fit in? Is it a good idea to do these videos, or I should stop here? But I tried it. I have some time before I have to make some review videos, so I wanted to do something different. And I wanted to share the funny stuff, the weird stuff that I've seen online, so we all know what we are talking about maybe in the future. Like, this product came from that was good idea, this was bad idea. Do the usual YouTube-y stuff. If you liked the video, press like. If you didn't like it, press dislike button twice. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and if you're super awesome, then share this video. Check video description, there's a bunch of lists, bunch of playlists, see what's up there. If you're shopping for tattoo products, use our affiliate links. If you do that, thank you for that. Consider all the other options. You can become a member, you can support channel that way, or don't. Send me some weird stuff if you find online. See you in future episodes. Bye. Stay safe. Peace. I'm out.